Yep, it has me showing live.
Does look like you are live.
Good deal, good deal. That's what we like to see. Now I'm going to go post this in a couple of the bands and stuff. Did you get a notification?
No.
Yeah, see, I don't know why the notifications, I don't think, are working.
Well, we got Tag here just joined, so welcome.
Welcome, Tag.
And Soldier.
What's up, Soldier? Good to see you. Just gonna do a little morning grinding here, nothing major. I got a cup of coffee, a fresh pack of cigarettes, got friends. It's all good. Off for the day, not much to do.
Yeah, have a nice relaxing day today.
Exactly. Or at least that's what I hope.
That's until you ask the wife, eh?
Huh?
That's until you ask the wife.
Well, if I had a wife to ask, I guess. All right, I got it in a couple different places, or a couple different chats, I should say. I don't know why the notifications aren't working.
Well, you get a few people joining in, a few more people have joined in, so...
Oh, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, I just don't... YouTube is so weird with the notifications and, you know, everything else, and I don't know why it is that way.
Yeah, it's a European and Asia friendly stream. An early morning for the US.
Yes, without question. What's up, Heracles? Just doing a little grinding. Got the event going on right now, Krothos, and I'm not going for this event. I'm just grinding out some souls to help the team. You know, I'm not going. To me, it's just another thing. I have everything in this event. Or I had it at one point in time, like a Talus. I don't have a Talus anymore, but everything else I have in this event, except for the two new ones, the two new relics, but everything else I have. So I'm not really doing much in this this event. Just going to help the team out.
A nice relaxing week, but getting ready for Conquest next week.
Yeah, I still, and I love Conquest. I love leveling up my relics and the triple battle drops and everything else involved in it, but I hate that they put it on a Monday, Tuesday now.
Yeah.
That just, Monday, Tuesday just kills me. It's just not the same. I can't battle this thing with what I want to handle. You know, I just don't have the time.
Well, there is a way around it, Judge.
What?
Take the 2 days off.
Yeah, I guess I could do that, but, you know. What are you, how are you doing this event? What are you doing?
I'm still a bit undecisive at the moment. I've got about 500 souls, so I'm getting there slowly.
Yeah, gotcha. Hey, what's up, Chance? Yeah, bro, yeah, all good. Hop in when you can, chill for a little bit, do some nice chill stream on a Friday morning. I'm off. Fox is here. I'm using Aries with Panthers because, good Lord, running deer's experiment is slow as hell.
That's why I put all horde relics on Aries.
Well, I love Panthers. I always have. Panthers and Imperials. So I just use the Panthers with them, and I drop these Omegas out there. I just do as I please. Can't believe the devs reduced the next conquest to just 48 hours. Will be a tough grind. Yeah, they made this one longer by a day, if I'm not mistaken, and they shortened conquest. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, conquest is only 4-star drop.
You got to remember, in the UK, it's a bank holiday on Monday. So
that's why the event's longer.
So if they went to work, which they don't, they work from home, they would automatically have Monday off anyway. It's like a public day kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was a holiday. That's why the event's longer then, because it's a holiday. Because they always have longer events for the holidays.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. Mr. Chemist, how you doing? How you doing? Glad you're here. Where is Gary? Heracles, I don't know where Gary is. I could have messaged him and tell him I was going live, but I don't know if everybody got notifications or not. Just YouTube is so messed up with notifications and stuff sometimes.
Especially when people don't click the bell.
Yes. What's up, Prometheo?
I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that this event is longer. I'm
Yeah.
going in the game right now to see what you're talking about, because that'd be nice if it's going through Monday.
Yeah, it ends Tuesday morning, not Monday morning.
Tuesday morning,
Yeah.
So it's like British Labor Day is a week early.
Yeah, and I didn't know why until Talks just said Monday's a bank holiday over there. And when they have the bank holidays like that, they always have the events longer.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
I just didn't know why until Talks just said it.
Yeah, you're right. We still have 3 days, 16 hours. It's like the event just started and I'm already at 24K. But, that last 5 to 6K could be like a whole event in itself, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'm going to come out of this event with seven tokens if I can just stay on the horse.
Yeah, I'm just grinding to help the team out. I mean, we're going for top 50 like we always do. I'm not running the event. It's just another. I've read so many 30K events and 25K events in the last couple of weeks, and I don't even want to do it. And I'm not super stoked about Krothos. To begin with, I still want that Ice Guardian. I don't know why. I'm just stuck on that freaking Ice Guardian.
Hate to bust your bubble, but unless they have ridiculous stats, an Ice Guardian would still suck.
Yeah, they would definitely have to have. They would have to buff Imperials again, and then have ridiculous stats on the Ice Guardian.
Well, I mean, just look at Sekhmet. Sekhmet has 1,000% elemental damage and all these crazy numbers, but she just basically has been balanced for the meta.
Yeah.
And, it's possible to do it. You don't have to release Titans that suck natural motion.
We just give you the checkbooks anyway.
Yeah, exactly. No, I said this on a stream recently. I think it was during the long stream I did for the end of the Relic event, and we'll call that the Prometheus stream. And the thing I said is that Progenitor kind of represented the end of the Titan X meta, because after her, we got into these Titans that were no longer tied to the Titan X formulation of damage, health, etc. And we started to see more sort of arbitrarily balanced numbers that just kind of float to a target that is where it should have gotten. So,
yeah, I mean, they brought Progenitor out. I was all stoked, and then I was like, balloon meat pin.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the old Titan X formulation of armor and health, the Imperials just couldn't get enough armor or health, even if they had max melee and range resist, and that was sort of the moment of disillusionment for the old meta. It's like, well, Void completely crushed everything because they gave Void Militia X skills, and now there's no answer to it. And you know, they figured it out. They knew what they were doing. They had a whole new meta up their sleeve that they were working on, but it took them time to put it together and roll it out.
And that's just fine because I like the direction of the game. Just going, hey, Vintage, how you doing? Glad you could stop by, sir.
My man.
Vintage. Love him. We're all he's given me a couple shout outs on his videos and stuff, especially with the me and him's always been on board with the Ice Guardian, but it just never manifested. And you gotta love the pound on the table moments.
That was a bit weak, that pound. I think Vintage does it better.
Well, I didn't want to you know, tip my table over.
We need an officially sanctioned, vintage certified merchandise pound on the table gavel.
I would agree with that.
I think I'd have to get one.
I got to contact Soldier. Speaking of that, he's going to put my merch into the store. I got two logos. I got the one with the yellow and the one with the blue. I really like the one with the blue. I think it pops and stands out. So I think that's what's one I'm going to go with. And it's just a badass logo anyway.
So how's the OU Elite this week coming to you?
Well, I suspected this would happen. We're in the top 50.
Nice.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
I'm happy about it because that means that we're safe for top 100, which was what I promised everyone. And so, under promise, over deliver is a good philosophy to live by.
Yes, always. Yeah, Soldier, I saw that Deez is in there. Or actually, I saw that she purchased one of her cloth masks or something. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool looking. Something happened like that. I got a Discord notification of it. I don't know what it was, but I saw that she had that stuff in there.
I have to say we're going through some growing pains here. You know, being in the same server as Events Are Us, we occasionally accidentally run into each other, and our two teams aren't really 100% coordinated yet. So, yeah, I think probably the Events Are Us guys just don't realize that there's a formal alliance between us, and that they should watch out, and that, you know, people think, oh, I'm in Events Are Us, we're just on our own, we can just do whatever we want. And it's like, hey guys, don't get our cats whistles. You know, it comes to happen accidentally all the time, even for NRG teams. They just gotta learn how to navigate it, get people to expect that they have to, you know, check tags, and probably what it comes down to is we have to get people to start putting something in their name if they're going to sit in the alliance long, and you know, it may be getting to that point where because we're in the same league and often on the same servers, then it just makes sense to, you know, like NTG and NTG just probably have people put ERU in their name.
Yeah, I don't have that in my name right now, but yeah, you can put it in there. I did before at least. Hey, Jay, I'm sorry, I saw you said hey earlier, I don't know why. I said hi to you, welcome to the stream. It's a lot. I see you, Beacon, in there. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, so I'm going back to work.
Just thought I'd do a little, you know, afternoon kind of chill stream today, and I'm off today, and I got coffee, fresh pack of cigarettes, get done with the stream, have a little lunch, just relax. Might take a little nap, you know.
Sounds like a pretty good day.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got to listen to a little bit of your stream. I haven't listened to it all, Prometheo, but yeah, you was right. You know, what was it, 2:30 in the morning? Yeah, my ass was laid down, sleeping.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I went to the end of the event, and yeah, look, I don't expect people to listen to the whole 5 hours. It's kind of like a Zalon level stream in terms of length, but you know, I think I try to keep all the really substantive stuff in the first hour if I'm going to actually be raising anything on the agenda, and then, you know, the rest is just for fun. And Chance and Churro definitely take advantage of the, you know, the walls coming down later in the stream. They're great. So if you keep listening, it does stay interesting in terms of conversation. Chance stayed with me till the end.
Yeah. Well, I'll listen to a lot of streams when I'm sitting here grinding. I'll pull the stream up on my phone and listen to it as I'm on my iPad, just grinding some souls out.
Yeah, I mean, look, we do this because we like to show off a little bit, and we find ways to make it interesting. So I hope that people do, like you say, throw it on the TV or a second device or in the background and just enjoy it when you're doing a long grind. And maybe you'll find something funny later in the stream, or it's like Vintage says, you still learn things about this game years after starting to play it, and I still learn things all the time too.
Yeah, well, we all do, to be honest with you. How much do I pay for it? I don't buy cigarettes in Ohio, actually, Heracles. I live right on the Ohio-West Virginia line, so I go into West Virginia to buy cigarettes. Or when I'm out and about on my trips, my overnights, and out working, if I could get to Kentucky, I buy them in Kentucky because they're cheaper in Kentucky. Certain parts of Virginia are cheaper, but in West Virginia, I pay $4.80 for a pack of cigarettes.
What? They're like $10 here in California.
Well, that's California, bud.
Yeah, I know.
They're like $25 in the UK.
Yeah. In Ohio here, they're almost PA prices. Now PA for around here, because I travel in PA a lot also, because PA is just right here, real close, and I do a lot of work for the oil and gas pads, and PA charges like over $9 a pack. Ohio right now it's all right, 15 to 18 in New York City. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Ohio's a little over $7, so I save a ton of money traveling and buying cigarettes in different states, or just getting them in West Virginia. Most I ever paid was $14 in Norway, the cheapest $1 in Armenia. The most I ever paid was when I used to, years ago, I was a manager at a Bob Evans, and I lived up in Hamburg, New York. And I don't know if anybody's familiar with up in that area. It's like half hour from the Canadian border there, where Niagara Falls is and stuff. So I went into Canada one day with some friends, and I ran out of cigarettes. I didn't plan properly, and I paid $12 for a pack of cigarettes there.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
I remember a trip to the first time I went to Ukraine, actually. I was crossing at this border station between Hungary and Ukraine, and I mean, look, no one should be traveling by train across Hungary to Ukraine unless you have a good reason to, because it's definitely not for tourists. But I just I had to get there to see. I was trying to go see this girl who I ended up marrying, so that you can imagine how that went. But so I'm in this train station late at night, and I didn't have a visa, so they turned me away, so I had to go back to Hungary. And I knew I needed a visa when I got to Budapest, but the embassy wasn't open for 2 days. So I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go try and cross. And so I got to the border. They turned me away. I was like, okay, I'll go back to Budapest. I'll be there in time to get to the embassy. And it was hilarious, though. So I'm in this really weird circumstance. This is late at night, border crossing, Ukraine to Hungary, and there's all these old ladies packing onto the train. I mean, I'm talking like, it's like really, really late at night, like middle of the night. And it must have been like 2 a.m. And there's all these babushki, like tons of old ladies with bags and heavy coats, and they all like rush onto the train with me, and they are stashing cartons of cigarettes under seats and in compartments and everywhere, and they have cigarettes like it was hilarious because we then enter Hungary, and of course the customs guys get on the train, and they know exactly what's going on because this happens every day. Because these ladies, they're not going to get arrested for this, but if they can sneak them through, they don't have to pay duties on them. And anyway, of course cigarettes in Ukraine are like $1 a carton, and in Europe you have to pay Europe prices. So it was an instance of kind of what you're talking about, of trying to arbitrage the pricing and the taxes, but on like a mass scale. That it was such a weird little niche of people who apparently are like getting their livelihood out of just smuggling cigarettes.
Wow. Well, that's what I did a lot of times. There was an Indian reservation. I forget the name of it right now, but I could go on the Indian reservation when I lived up there, get a carton of cigarettes for $3. Then I'd go across the border and I'd sell those same carton of cigarettes for 10.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a nice profit.
You're setting up a roadside stand or anything, but yeah.
No. I was trying to make a nice profit, but I wasn't trying to kill them. And it was so cheap to buy them from me at $10 a carton, versus the $100 or whatever they was paying at the time, that they would gladly pay it.
Right.
Hey, Sean, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it, bud. And JJ, welcome. Cheers.
Those Native Americans they knew what was going on too.
Oh yeah, and the border patrol agents. I mean, I never had a problem or anything, but they knew mostly, but they just didn't care.
Yeah, what, they're going to write you a ticket over it or something? I mean,
you're
going to take that to court and say, look, I'm a smoker. They're my cigarettes. And then what are they going to do?
Well, when you got a trunk full of 50 cartons of cigarettes, it's...
So you weren't like just doing couple here, couple there. I see.
Oh, no. When I went for a day or two, and yeah, I usually go out with 50 cartons.
But even then, 50 cartons is like, yeah, I smoke a carton a week.
That's quite easily done, that is.
It's within the realm of personal consumption. Now, 1,000 cartons, then they could be like, okay. That's true.
Yeah, Sean, I'm a very good player. I play one consultant on bills, and he used to help me when I was kind of started to get a bigger player before I actually knew what I was doing. Drum used to tell me to build my toolbox. So that's the phrase that he used to coin. Porthos is not for every day unless you like using them. Killer well tight. He won't beat a Hachi. He won't beat a Sekhmet. He's a niche as people play. Did I say that right? Niche? He's a niche Titan.
Yeah,
but it's just another Titan to have in the toolbox if you want. I just don't particularly want one.
I think that we haven't really fully explored his power yet, but I think it's kind of like Tengu, and it's just not going to work against everything. And it's one way of playing the game. You can try out these fringe kind of attackers, And Tengu can be a mainstay of your whole strategy in the game if you know how to use him right and you have the right relics.
Right.
I think Krothos is similar, maybe not quite as powerful as Tengu, and I think if I had to put my finger on one thing that they missed an opportunity on with this Titan, it is that they didn't give him any Omegas. They gave Tengu Omega Horde, which can be really useful, actually. And I don't know why they didn't give Krothos at least some sort of Omega Imperials to give him a higher threshold, and some replenishment of his armies. There could have been a way to work it in there. And when I was originally pitching the build, I said just use Omega Imperials instead of Omega Horde. And I don't know what they decided on that front, but yeah, that's what we get.
Well, then if I'm not mistaken, one of the big detractors for me also is that they have no elemental resist whatsoever, do they? I don't think they do.
No.
I didn't think they did.
That's definitely something they could have thrown in there because of the fact that you've got a Titan that needs relics in order to make his gimmick really work. And so it's like, well, if I am committing to putting relics down for that, then I don't have all the relic slots that I need in order to do this other thing, which is actually really important for Imperials, called giving them some toughness so that they can match their target on elemental resistance. Because when Imperials run into a target that has elemental resistance to ice and the Imperials themselves don't have it, then it's like they're hitting a wall. And as soon as they stop charging, then the Imperials are at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Or when they run into something like, what did I see last night? It was Sagunga, because he has 90%, or she has 90% resist ice, just slaughtered Krothos.
Exactly. Yeah, and Panthers that have resistance have a double advantage against Imperials that don't, because A, the Panthers are tough, and so they can just, tank out the attacks from the Imperials. B, the Panthers tend to get like a first strike hit on the Imperials, and so if the Imperials are weak enough, then that takes away a lot of the damage dealing.
Yeah. These cats that they got with Sagunga and Nergal are just... They're sick.
Yeah, I actually really like the Nergal build that I was talking about the other day, where you have 90% resist all elements plus Night Whisper. I mean, what more do you need? Just hit everything. And if it doesn't work, then you can spec it out for the target.
Well, I love the way they did these relics for the Panthers also. I mean, like the forest carving, it gives Titan and troop poison damage, but then it gives, elemental resist and melee resist.
Yeah,
I love the way they did these relics.
I think people need to keep their minds open about Krothos, because we haven't seen the equivalent of a Sagunga event for Imperials yet. I think this is like the Solzar event that's happening on the front end of a rejuvenation of Imperials. I think that, this is a Titan people are going to sleep on, and maybe people took a bite at Solzar, and were rewarded by some good relics. But look, we haven't got the equivalent of a forest carving for Imperials yet.
No.
The closest thing we've got is we've got the Chilling Vial, which is the counterpart to the Toxic Tonic, but we don't yet have something that gives you a bunch of Imperial buffs on top of elemental resistance. And there you go. There's your Panther Muzzle, which came out with Solzar. And then, we don't have that yet. The closest thing we've got to forest carving is honestly the Hummingbird, which is really weak because it only buffs Grenadiers and gives some elemental resistance to Imperials.
Yeah, then the Panther's Muzzle, I mean, it gives 80% Panther's damage, and then it also gives the 18% resist against melee and ranged, added on top of the forest carving. I mean, so you're at 42% melee, automatically.
Right.
It's just, they got great relics, and I love the way they did the Ornate Uraeus. I mean, 40% resist against lightning, all troop crit, and Panther's damage. So I really love the Panthers relics that they got going on, and you're right, they need ones like that for Imperials.
Yeah, and Spearman just got theirs. They got the Ares Chariot. That's equivalent to the Panther muzzle.
If they gave us first skill 30% tightening armor resist all elements 2 times on attack, that would have been insane. Oh, it would have been a huge improvement. I mean, and then wow, that's a lot though. If you're talking 30% then 2 times on attack, that's 60%. That's a huge number.
Yeah, they definitely should have given 2 times armor piercing on attack.
Well, they need armor piercing.
Yeah.
They're so weak on armor piercing. Solzar's back to being meh. Yeah, I mean, when Solzar first came out, I ran for him. I got him immediately. And then the next week they released a gun. Guys, like, what the fuck?
I'm looking back at Sean M's comments here. He had some good stuff here. He's like, gotta go to sleep, but I thought I'd pop in for a bit. And then he went on like a rant, which is awesome. Good on you, Sean. So he said, finished to get Shadow Dancer, disappointed with Krothos, saving some Ice Prestige. That's good. More excited for the Eros event. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to be doing the Eros event. I didn't get him, and there's going to be a couple more. You get range resist on Shadow Dancer, but you don't get the cap melee, which is something that I specifically said when I was saying what they would do with Krothos is, give us the max melee resist because we're going to get the ranged on our own. And instead they just kind of like cookie cutter copied over, it doesn't quite work like this. The only thing about Krothos that I will caution people to pay attention to is if you're using him well, you may not need the melee resistance as much. So, it's a hole, but because of the freezes, you can potentially work around that.
Right.
Let's see. With how much damage gets thrown around on both sides, imps are just too frail. And I'm censoring myself there. Hoping they would kind of do that with Krothos, but combine the skills with Progenitor. That's actually a good point. If they had made Krothos sort of like what Progenitor could have been, but with a little bit more of an attack slant, yeah, I see where you're going now with the 30% all elements. That is a good point. Instead of 5, I would keep the 5 freezes. But yeah. Good comments, Sean.
But I consider Krothos should have been more like Osiris. Well, yeah, I agree with that. Just looking at the leaderboard now, see Adacol's on top, Beta Soul, Vencerus. There's Unknown at 12. Raiders is at 13. Hey, there's Fuck Nuggets. I just wanted to say the name, actually. I have no idea who they are. Momo Squad, Solmari, NTG Wars 22. Nice job, guys. UW Cunts, they're 28. Yeah, I just wanted to say that name, too.
Pronouncing that quite right.
Well, how do you pronounce it?
Kuntz.
Yeah, I like my name better. There's ERU Elite 33. Nice job, Prometheo.
Yeah. Like I said, we got a low minimum, but we've got one who's finished, one who's close to finishing. I'm at 24K, and then everyone else is kind of, there's a few in the middle of the event, and then other folks are moving at a more measured pace, I'll say.
Yeah, he is the most powerful imp build right now. I mean, but they still could have done better. Ice has been neglected for so long, and the Imperials have been neglected for so long that they could have done better.
Yeah, again, I put it in the camp of Solzar, where here's a Titan who trumps everything that came before for that troop, and yet, if you look at it, you're like, is there something coming around the corner that is going to make this awesome? Because we're not quite there yet.
Well, I like your thinking on that, actually, in the whole analogy of Salzar, because again, Salzar came out and was like, wow, this is awesome, great Panthers, and then Sagunga came the next week, so maybe something next week or around the corner for Imperials.
Well, the thing that really made Salzar pop is that he had that lightning resist and void resist, and those two are sort of exactly what you want on your Panthers when you're going up against the old void meta. And I think for that reason he ushered in a new wave with the Panthers. But yeah, Sagunga is like an order of magnitude more powerful than him, and Nergal is again like another multiple on top of that.
Right. A lot of stuff listening. Good to see you. Go ahead and listen to me while you're at work.
Enjoy while you get along.
Now, you going to stream tonight, Delon? I would assume because it is Friday night.
You promised us one.
Oh, did he?
You owe us Delon.
A 6 hour.
That's right. We have to get a 6 hour stream, Delon. I'm not feeding you this time. It's always the best.
We give him more shit. No 6 hours.
You're a lightweight, Delon. Stream until 2 in the morning like I do.
Yeah, no, I agree with Delon. No. Yeah, your stream was at what? Yeah, I don't know, Extinction. Welcome, bud. Glad you're here, but I don't know why. I don't think no notifications went out, to be honest with you, and I don't know why they're not. Fucking YouTube. I don't think anybody got one. Did you get one, Prometheo?
Let me look at my mobile device and see if it was telling me to log in.
Yeah, well, today also, Extinction. I just decided to do a little stream, early morning. Got a coffee and fresh pack of cigarettes. Got some good people on in chat. Good people in Discord. It's just a chill day today. Oh, did you get your Extinction? Did you get your Life Spark, bud?
Oh yeah, where are you on that quest?
And Zalon, I am working with Soldier. You're getting some BMT merch in that shop very shortly.
Very nice.
You're going to have bottles of Jack Daniels with BMT on them. Gonna be my picture. Be my picture with 2 thumbs up. Yay! Oh, but I want to say you came up short on the solo event because I saw your souls and how hard you was going at it. I say you did a hell of a job. At one point, you was 4th, I think. Yeah, I think you were 4th, and you had put your chase in 3rd. So I would definitely wouldn't say you came up short. You did a hell of a job. I would absolutely grab a BMT clipper and probably coffee mug. Yeah, there's going to be different stuff. Very nice, Extinction. Very nice, bud. It's a hell of a job, hell of a run. Using Aries, even with cats, is still slow. Wow, 200,000. Wow. Holy mackerel. Yeah, I mean, that was, you spent 200,000 in gems and got fourth for 2,000 divine gems. Well, who got first? KFC again? I'm assuming. I can only imagine what he spent.
That's quite cheap for about $200 though, isn't it? 200 gems. Is that right? No, 300.
Yeah, he. Well, if you look at it, I mean, Extinction used 200,000 gems for fourth. I didn't see the end results. How many souls did KFC have, and then, you know, break it up if you do it quick enough? Also, the good thing is, I mean, nobody said anything yet, but the sound seems to be a lot better than it was.
Did you change any settings?
Well, no. What I did was I went into a different room. Instead of using that general, I used the BMT room.
Oh, okay.
So I thought maybe if I use a different room, it might help, and it seems like it has actually. Doing a 24-hour stream, yeah, that's a lot of gems. That's a lot of hard work. That's a lot of effort. A lot of battles. Well, let me ask you, Extinction. Did you do the gem packs, or did you do the 24,000 packs, or did you was just pulling the relics individually? Because I guess I'm wondering, did you use your 1 stars in the beginning or at all, or just use, you know, the 4, 3, and 2 stars? 100 pulls. Wow. As long as you don't use a dark room, everything is fine. Yeah.
That's too late for me to stay up so long. 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's...
It's not European friendly again, so shame on me.
Yeah, you gotta be European friendly like me, Zalon. It actually depends on how everything goes. I might stream tomorrow, or Talks might stream tomorrow. Well, yeah, they're doing a lot better than they was doing, but oh yeah, I agree, Sean M. I mean, oh yeah, I told you I'm back, Zalon. I'm back. I try to stream at least once a week if I have the time and I'm not traveling. I like to do it, you know, 2 times or maybe, you know, 3 times, just depending on my schedule and stuff like that. But I at least am doing once a week. And if anybody's new to my channel or just jumped in, go ahead and sub and hit that notification bell, and that way you could, if YouTube allows it, send out notifications when I go live. Just doing a little grinding today using Aries. Just getting some more levels on him. Which I'm quite happy. I got to 51 for the Titan Fusion and just using XP bottles. So I'm happy about that. Where are we at here?
Well, I reckon you should be fully leveled on him by early next week, I thought.
Yeah, I'll see what happens and see how much grinding I'm going to do with them. I'm at 2674, and I'm going to continue grinding out, you know, to help the team out and everything. because we're 39 right now. We'll give it Crothos. 183,000. So we're like 34,000 from 50th place, which isn't bad. Where are you at in the event right now, Doc?
I think about 500 maybe.
Gotcha. So what do you think of this Crothos?
He's got his specialities. He's not going to kill every Titan on the battlefield. Quite obvious.
Right.
Well, I don't think he'll be a main attacker, if you know what I mean.
No, without question, he won't. And I like the way Promethea was thinking, because I would like to see them do something and put a badass, either like I want an Ice Guardian, which is going to give just incredible buffs to the imps, or a good attacker for Imperials.
Yeah, did they not say that we're getting a nice Guardian at some stage?
Yes, they did say that. But again, it just depends on, what they do and how they do it. I definitely would want 5 Omegas Imperials dropping, not 5 Archers or, Grenadiers or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of old school, I guess, because when I first started, you have a Guardian, and a Guardian buff 1 troop. Every skill buff 1 troop. But they got so many skills that are on 1 skill slot anymore that it just, I would love for it to be 1 troop, but I know it's not going to be.
Yeah, but at least with 2 troops, it gives you options of what troops to take in, I suppose, or a mixed bag.
Gary Livingston. Yes, you do. You know me. It's BMT. Sean, I really want healthy imps. I don't think they've ever been meaty. Even before Siggy came out, imps were never an OP defense unless it was. Yeah, no, it was. They were never used. Even when I had my Vixia back in the day, or Chef had his Vixia and was using it, it was all offense. It was going in and smashing things with the Imperials. It was never defensive based. I'll have enough during Conquest to pull Life Spark, but I want to wait. But if I wait and they don't put Life Spark in a 12 DG pool with Necrosa, I don't want a 50-50 chance of pulling Necrosa again. So if they put him in, my question is, if they put him in the 12 DG pool,
It's going to be the 12k DG is a mix of 4 Titans at the moment.
Right, so you can't pick your Titan in that. You pull the 12k and they give you what they give you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. I see his logic in there. If he wants a particular one, he needs to pull before the update.
Yeah, without question. Are they lowering the Chris on Life Spark 2? I thought it was specifically 5-star. We don't know exactly, Sean. I mean, we got to wait for this update. There's a lot of people that are saving their Divine Gems and saving their pools, because the thought is that since they're putting the OG 5-stars in these events, that they're coming out with new 5-stars. They're lowering the cost on, like, the Norse relics they're at 5,000 right now. So the thought is that they're going to lower the cost on the Norse relics to like 3,000 maybe, or 2,000 even. Depends. And they're going to come out with new 5-stars. And they're also going to put, Necrosa and Life Spark down with the other ones and put 2 new OP DG Titans in there. Yes, Gary. Hello, hello. One Wing Angel Sephiroth. How you doing? BMT is Vanilla Ice's father. That's where we got those rapping skills from. That's right. You know it. Just that's why they call me Big Daddy. Or actually, that's why Black Gold calls me Big Daddy. D calls me Big Daddy when she wants something. Or it's my birthday, one or the other. This game wouldn't be worth playing if they do that. What if the next two DG Titans are planned to be ice? Just a thought.
Yeah, could be.
Look, yeah, you just never know what they do. Staying on much longer, Lord Talks. If they did what extinction? If they put two new Titans that are ice in there? Or lower the cost? I don't know, that's just speculation. We're just going to have to wait like we always do on the next update and see what they say about it. I think Chef said even something the other day that he's looking for something in the next blog of them saying something about the next update, when it's coming out, or what it's going to, saying something about it at least. I don't know if they are, but yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know how long I've been streaming now, but I'll be on for a little bit, Gary. I'm just doing some grinding, just talking to talks, and if anybody else wants to join Discord, I'll. Actually, let me post a link. I didn't do that.
Well, you've been on 52 minutes, so we're going good so far.
Yeah, I'll be on for a little bit. I'll post a link for Discord if anybody wants to jump on, or if you already belong to my room, you know where it's at. My Krothos is level 53. Hope they go through relatively similar skills to Life Spark and a Crow, so repeating the theme with a couple more elements would be nice. People who aren't big on poison. Yeah, Gary, you can join anytime you want to, bud.
Just make sure you bring the coffee, Gary.
No, he doesn't drink coffee. He drinks tea, so.
Oh, that's right.
I got my own coffee.
So you're going to level this process when you finish your Aries?
I'm not going to work on them immediately. I'm going to finish my Arvan, I think, or work on my Sekhmet.
Okay.
I'll finish Aries off, and then, I'll probably try to finish Arvan. I haven't even started on Sekhmet, to be honest with you.
Well, I had a max Sekhmet on a VP land that just got taken by Aries. Quite surprising.
I get it. There's so much stuff involved. I mean, a lot of people think that as long as you got the Titan and you got relics to go with it, that you can hit anything. There's a lot that goes into it and involved in it. I mean, it's not only the troop level, but it's knowing the right relics to equip and how to use the relics, and it's the skill of the person involved and the strategy involved. It used to be that said auto they can go and hit anything. It's not that way anymore, which I really like that. think, you know, you tried hitting stuff like Kronos with him. I feel like that's about his peak without major troop loss. I'm ready to max my second set as soon as I'm done with Ares. Oh, Gary, you get your tea, bud.
We got that area. What? It's an Eros event next week, don't we?
Is it Eros?
Eros.
Okay.
I wonder if he's going to be reskilled. I got a match one of them.
No, I doubt if he'll be reskilled. Eros didn't come out that long ago, number one, and number two. I would have thought that they would have said so they would be reskilled in the blog. But you never know. Let's
Jim, when you were talking earlier about being near West Virginia, it reminded me of when I was a kid and I would travel from South Carolina up to Ohio to see family.
yeah.
And we'd always go up through Marietta.
Yeah, I'm only like 45 minutes away from Marietta.
Yeah, yeah. You are you closer to PA or closer to Kentucky?
No, I'm closer to PA. I'm right into what they call the Ohio Valley, which is basically PA, West Virginia, and Ohio. That's why I travel in those states relatively easily, because they're all very close.
Are you guys getting sucked in by rain from the hurricane?
We've gotten some of it. We haven't gotten a lot of it, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, we got it bad the other night, actually. My power went out. I didn't have any power for 7 hours.
7 hours.
Yeah, I was at one point. I was gonna just go ahead and pack a bag and go to a hotel for the night, but then it came back on, so I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, Marietta is about 45 minutes south of me on Route 7. Mm-hmm. I actually live right on. If you would, since you're familiar a little bit, if you would take Route 7 north straight up on the Ohio side, Route 7, travel from Marietta north, you would hit my town in about 45 minutes. And once you jumped off my town's exit, my town is so small that, I mean, you could get to any place in it within 3 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know when I'll be back in that neck of the woods, but I remember very vividly there's a bridge on 77 as you cross the river in Marietta.
Yes.
And we would always stop as soon as we crossed over that bridge to get into Ohio. We'd stop and have food because, you know, West Virginia is kind of not the best place to stop for food.
No.
And I vividly remember one time when I was a kid stopping at the Long John Silver's in Marietta when I think it was my brother flipped a whole plate of food into his lap. I don't know how I remember things like that, you know.
Yeah, actually, I was just on 77 yesterday. I had to take a truck down to the Pennsylvania-Kentucky line, and I came back 64 to 77 and jumped on Route 7.
You ever stop and eat right there? Or you probably don't because you're already close to home.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
For you,
It should be back up.
Yeah.
They shut our power off yesterday for 7 hours because of the Louisiana hurricane. Yeah, they're getting hit down there. Freaky ass weather that they got going on nowadays. So do you have relatives up here, Promethea?
my mom's family was all in the Cleveland, Lorain area. and my brother moved up there later on for work.
Oh, okay.
He's an engineer.
Gotcha. No, I live in a small town. We don't even have. I think we got 3,000 people in this town. If that actually. And the funny thing is, we got like 3,000 people, and we got 5 banks. That's hilarious because there's so much old money in this town. Old steel mill money and old coal money.
Right. And all the different regional banks might have their fingers into the mortgage market.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mortgages around here are so cheap. I mean, it depends on who you go through and stuff like that. Like I went to the VA to get my mortgage, and I owe $120,000 house, but I only pay $450 a month for it, and that includes escrow and taxes and stuff. That's everything included. You talk to other people in other parts of the country, and they're paying $1,000 or more for a $120,000 house. Ain't no way I do that. I couldn't do that. So housing prices are very cheap around here.
Yeah, I pay in the neighborhood of $2,500 a month in rent for a 2-bedroom apartment, and I won't move or buy a house right now because A, if I move to another apartment, I'd pay more because I'm below market right now because we've been here for 7 years, and B, I'm not going to buy a house until this whole Corona economy stuff plays itself out because I'm hoping that either the prices will stagnate for a couple of years, in which case I'm better off not owning, or they'll even drop a bit and maybe people will move and there'll be some good properties on the market.
Right. I know a lot of people are moving out of the big cities and stuff right now. New York's having a mass exodus.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is I'm in LA and I'm like, oh, okay, people want to leave the big cities? Great. Go ahead. Get out of here. I'm not going anywhere. Happy to hear that people are coming to their senses and leaving and, doing a more remote telecommuting lifestyle and getting back to nature. Please, by all means, go ahead and open up some room for me.
Yeah, they're getting back to nature. I mean, I went out in my backyard yesterday. It's awesome. Yeah, that's my getting back to nature.
Yeah, having a cigarette outside.
Yeah. Get out of the city, buy land. Yeah, there's a lot of people doing that, Vintage. There's a lot of people doing that. I forget what website it was. A lot of times I'll just go on different websites, especially real estate websites, to look at market values and what people are paying and, things of that nature. I don't know if I'm looking to invest in some property or what I'm doing, but I do go on there. A lot of people, it seems like, are moving to Colorado. I don't, maybe it's just a wide open spaces, I don't know, but Colorado seems to be having an influx of people.
Yeah, I think we all need to move to Colorado, right next to Vintage.
Oh, right on that.
Play loud music.
Go over to his house for barbecues.
I'd be down for that. I've talked to a few people who moved to Colorado and they love it.
No, that means you will raise your taxes to make up the difference. Oh, they're going to raise taxes. There's no question. Colorado's getting a lot of people fleeing northeast and California. Oh yeah. Well, I'm just talking about it. New York is just having a mass exodus, and Prometheo just said so is California.
Hey guys.
Who's that?
Mr. Gary.
Who do you think it is?
Lord Gary's coming in.
Jesus.
Lord Gary.
Well, it's time to end my stream now, guys.
A terrorist has arrived to throw bombs at you. The original Guy Fawkes of DOT radio.
What's going on, Gary? How you doing, sir?
Oh, not too bad at all, thanks.
Good, good, good. Glad to hear always.
Woke up. How's everyone enjoying the really rubbish Titan?
I'm just grinding souls. I'm not doing another 30,000 event. I don't need anything. It would be nice to have the DGs, but I don't need anything in that event. I got all the relics except for the 2 new ones. So I'm okay just grinding souls, getting top 50, and, you know, going about my business.
Gary, you can thank me for saving you some money if you didn't do the event.
Why is that?
But the Titan that everyone's saying that they did based on my streams, and I'll take credit for the fact that I suggested something similar, but they didn't give him Omega Imperials. They didn't give him a couple of things that I suggested, and, you know, if he's underpowered because of that, then so be it.
So I actually don't have anything to thank you for then, because they didn't do it the way we wanted.
There you go. if they had only listened.
I have nothing to thank you for then.
Churro, what's up, Churro? Glad to see you here there, bud. If anybody else wants to jump in Discord, my Discord is open. I posted a link earlier, but I could post it again.
I did watch your stream, Prometeo, and I did see the stuff on it, and the discussion you had about it. So I didn't mean to joke you. I just couldn't help myself.
I don't blame you at all.
Fucking British people.
Hey, anyway, Jim, get some VP.
What do I got in VP? I don't even know where I'm at.
The minimum just went up to 5 million.
Yeah, fuck that. Okay, I got 2.3. Yeah, right, Gary? Better not.
I'm just about at 3 million, and I want a quiet weekend as well.
I got 2.4 right now. I got 2870 souls. I mean, I get to 3,000 souls. Might just switch over and start using Regal to hit some VP, some big VP.
Yeah.
Sean M. Colorado gave me money every year when it was red. Now they take 3% every year as it gets bluer. Blue, boo. Sean said, wait, did our VP bid really go up to 5 mil? See what you guys started? See what you guys?
We've had a bit of a setback in Hammer, so we need 5 mil.
No, Sean, it's still at, I think it's still at 3 mil. I don't think it went up.
No, I didn't. I just have my bloody lands captured.
Yeah, I just had 2 VP PP captured as well.
Yeah. Fuckers.
They're trying to keep us out of promotion, that's why.
Oh, and the Incarnation, or in GA Nation.
Well,
We're coming to see you soon.
Oh, what the hell? How did that happen?
Because we lost some. There's not 50 teams in the server now.
Yeah,
So there's only 4 in promotion.
Well, I checked earlier, though. We was like 13 million up on them. Did we lose 13 million VP that quick?
No, there's another team. Move up. Move up.
They've been camping our fucking VPPP. That's why.
Yeah, I get to 3,000 souls. I'm gonna have to switch over to Gall and hit VP.
Sean saying that somebody deleted his VPPP and then he shaved him and they came back and tried his Hachi. I like that, but what I usually do is I just leave it at a castle raid. Try out their castle. If I can't bust it, then I move on. But shaving VPPP is pretty scummy, so I give you on shaving him.
Yeah, no question. I'm not. I mean, I was just trying to chill him because we were 15 million ahead. I was just trying to chill him. I'm gonna have that. Yeah, I'm gonna have that.
We do Friday or Saturday. We try to make it. Sorry if you can hear me, my lovely jump cakes.
Classic Gary, Epic Extreme.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pity. The Kratos is a bit rubbish.
Yeah, but I kind of like what Prometheus says, and I'm gonna run with that right now. That Kratos' souls are, and they're gonna bring out a better version very shortly.
Yeah, and one of the problems with Kratos is we don't have the relics like the forest carving that really give us the flexibility to add some elemental resistance, and so Kratos could look better if we get some better relics.
All we have is damage relics, really, for ice.
I mean, the only one we really have is like the chilling vial.
Yeah, the hummingbird's out there, but that was a Totec relic with 2 Grenadier buffs on it. Doesn't really cover the bases.
Not really much good.
Yeah.
We've had too many Berserk lately as well, I think.
If you've got a flaming rune, Jim, I think you can speed up your grind a little bit. Or the fire tome, either one. Just having a couple of fireballs to knock out the grenadiers, I think will grease the wheels a bit.
Poison staff does a good job as well.
Yeah, poison staff's not a bad call, but he has so much fire damage that the fireballs really hit hard. No flaming rune.
No flaming rune.
Oof. Or fire tome.
I don't there'd be much. I don't think flaming room. I think his fireballs are only 14.
Shut up, Gary.
No. Is that what it is? Why would you need fireballs when you haven't leveled them?
Yeah.
It's all good, Tim.
They're 11, thank you.
11?
Yeah.
11.
I mean, can't you... What is going on here? Jim.
I was just as amazed.
Can't you level those up to, like, 18 in about a week? I mean, that's like the fireballs you get when you've been playing the game for a month.
I never used fireballs. The reason, I'm showing them right now, the only reason there's 42 in there is because I get them as I'm grinding. I'll delete them. I never use fireballs, literally.
Jim, Ares is the fastest, most reliable grinding ping pong titan that I have because of his fireballs. I have the fire tome on him. I don't ever lose a spearman because they have fire resistance. But most importantly, I drop 3 fireballs on grenadiers and then 2 free ones at the 7th second of the match to end it pretty much every time.
I never use fireballs. I mean, you can see the stuff that I use mostly: lightning storm, raised dead, poison, which, these are all.
Your shield is level 14.
14, yeah. Baby, 14.
You realize Tachimon is a shield titan.
Yeah. It'll get up there.
Okay.
My spells fell way behind compared to my buildings and my troops. I mean, I'm not even going to lie.
Well, if you only had enough food and gold, then maybe you could level them up.
Yeah, I don't have any food or gold.
None at all.
Hell, mine's low compared to Tox's. What do you got, Tox? Like 500 million or something?
700 of each.
Yeah. I can't wait till he reaches 1 billion because I just want to see the number.
I wonder if you keep refreshing your lands, how high the cost gets.
I'm maybe not going to find that out.
I think you can only do it 3 times.
Yeah, you can only do it like
Right.
a couple of times. It goes to like 9.5 or something like that. Yeah, my spells, they're terrible. I mean, y'all give me shit about it and I joke about it, but they're terrible. Some of them. They fell so far behind. So anybody's listening, make sure you level your spells up when you're leveling your troops and stuff up.
At least you got a project to do as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on them. I'm getting them done. They're just very low right now. Some of them.
Mine are behind my troops. As well. Just having a quick look at myself. I've got 25 Fireball, Terror, Raise Dead, Lightning Storm, 24 Meteor, Rage, and Lightning. Freeze on 20. I've never seen the urgency to do that.
I used to use Freeze a lot, actually. Especially in the Ranger meta. Or Terror. Freeze and Terror I used to use a lot in the Ranger meta.
Yeah,
Sean said the Staff of Poison is my #1 event grind relic. Run that with maidens and mini lands, take less than 5 seconds with quick moving fingers. Yep, quick moving fingers. That's what they like.
I'm poison's just going to 23 at a minute.
What's that, Gary?
My poison's just going to 23 and the rest are 24.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got maxed out Shield, Terror, Lightning, Rage, Raise Dead, and Lightning Storm. At level 22 Fireballs, 18 Freeze, 19 Meteor Strike, and I'm leveling Poison Cloud up to 22 right now. It finishes on Sunday.
Nice, Promethea.
I'm going to finish mine. I'll be on 23. I'm just going to go straight on to 25 with Poison Cloud because it's good now.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I've come around to the view that the is a critical event grind speed relic because of the fact that it has the radius to really heal, and it starts doing damage instantly. So you don't have to worry about, like, fireballs can kind of miss a little bit, and and then terrors are great, but you can't use the golden scales on all titans. So yeah, Poison Cloud's a nice general purpose one.
Yeah.
I used to use lightning storms that way and move my storm ring around, but everyone knows the problem with lightning storms is that you punch a hole in the middle of whatever it is you're attacking, and then they don't reform fast enough. And you can do it with a combination of lightning bolts and lightning storms, but that's a bit more frenetic than just dropping a giant poison cloud.
I always hated that. I mean, lightning storm, and it just basically does damage right to the center of the troops, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it either.
No, it needs to do damage to all the troops and spread out like a true lightning storm. So how was your Friday going, Gary?
Yeah, it's alright. Weather's not great here, but we were expecting to have big storms, so they didn't materialise. It was supposed to be one of those better charge my phone, and it's never really materialised. Plenty of rain.
Well, the weather's not really great there ever, is it?
Well, we certainly had not much of a summer anyway, to be honest. I'm not doing anything. I'll get my money on Disney and whatever, play the game.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm just getting it on that.
Yeah, I'll watch him from his show and as long as no.
Right.
Many mistakes not having any emphasis at all. That's a joke.
Well,
Look, this ultimately falls into the same category as saying that theories that if they just looped us in and asked us what we think about these things before they release them, we could.
other people have too. I just don't think they're ever going to do something like that.
But if they've got new people in charge like we think that they have, they might be agreeable to it. You never know. They can either say no, or they can just ignore us completely. Tox, did you lose your lands to NGA Nation or whatever they're called?
Yeah,
Why are they doing that?
because they've dropped down to rank 5 now, which is out of promotion. So they're stripping all our VP.
Aren't they top? Yeah, they are. One children.
Is that the ones that's hitting you, Gary?
No, in the top team hit me.
Oh, is it?
They're hitting you. They hit you as well.
No, only the rank 5% taking my VP.
Oh, I always thought we were going to catch them anyway by the end of the week. So, if there's anyone there from one children, we will be probably 15 million ahead of you at the end of the season. But I don't know why number one, because number 2 is almost catching them. Right, gotcha.
I don't know what they think they gained by capping VP ping pong, though.
So just stopping people do progression. That's all.
I couldn't care less, but I don't want them taking everything off of everyone. I'm at 3 million, so it doesn't bother me.
I'm at 2.4. I'll have 3 million. By today or tomorrow. I'll probably have it by today because once I get done with the stream, I'll probably be done with hitting souls because I got my men's as it is. Then I'll just go ahead and start hitting VP. I'll switch over to Gagal or Shagunga or both. Churro said he's loved the terror spells for speed. Yeah, you use terror spells a lot, don't you, Churro? I've seen your streams. You use terror spells a lot, bud.
They are quite effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just melt the troops.
23 plus, they do. When they're 22, 23 up, they're great. I want to build a mean Anubis. That's what I want to do.
He still won't be any good, so just save your energy.
Yeah, save your time.
Anubis can be super fast for grinding. I've used him with Golden Scales, Void Rune, storm ring and a whetstone, and then if you have the fist, or use an earth shaker, and the maidens clear out everything that the terrorists don't.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want from these. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's only really good for conquest grinding.
Yeah, you mean grinding triple drops, right?
Yeah.
He's fast for PP.
It's good to be able to PP fast when you need to.
Yeah, exactly, Sean. That's what I'm gonna. Once I'm done with the stream, I'll stop hitting souls. Right now, I mean, I'll get souls anyway through osmosis of hitting VP, but I'll hit for bigger VP once I switch to a different Titan. And Sean, I'm glad you're here, but wasn't you going to bed like 3 hours ago?
Well, I had a little nap, so we're not too bad.
I haven't had a nap, but I was thinking about, after I'm done with my stream, grabbing a bite to eat and taking a nap.
That's what old men do, Jim.
Because it's just one of those kind of days. I'm off, just,
When it's miserable, my Aries is on. Was something fixed? Because I didn't get any of these little Spartan dudes for a long time. And like yesterday and today, I'm getting them all the time.
What, on what?
On Aries.
Oh, I don't have mine prestige, so I don't know. Mine's at 52 right now, I believe.
All right.
Between grinding right now and then next week, I'll probably have a max, and then I'm going to work on probably my R-Van, which at 44, and my SecMet. Yeah, it's a problem. I had a few friends I used to have hooked on DOT, like around when the Greek Gods first came out. We used to say DOT or die when the big events came out. That's funny right there.
What's he saying in game? Gary, if they're still doing it, tag him.
Bless you.
Ghost, they've just taken my VP and I don't really care for it, so I don't like that happening though, but...
Are they still capping you?
Well, I mean, I only had 2 lands left, and one had Nurgle on it, and I've just been collecting all day, but I went to sleep, so it probably went into bonus.
Oh, I got
The other one was level 1.
Okay. Yeah, Sean, you have a good day, bud. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the support.
I hope everyone's hitting the like button for you. Ping.
Yeah, and I listened to that when you commented on the that last video, Gary. I went back and I re-listened to it, and I don't know why, but you and talks were low, but I don't know how to adjust that. I have no idea.
Okay now, tonight.
Hopefully we're better on the sound this time.
Yeah, it seems like everything's going better on the sound wise since I switched over to the BMT room.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, because I used to go into the general.
Salon used to do that as well. He used to make noise, and he moved the room, and it was fine after that.
My game just crashed.
Nice. What do you want?
Yeah.
Tox, are you doing the whole event?
No, I wouldn't say I'm doing the whole of it, no. I'm going to do some of it, though.
Where are you going to, Gary? You just going to get the minimums, or you have a certain spot you're going to stop at?
No, I'm just going to get the minimums, to be honest, because like, if it's needed, I'll you know, get a token or two. But other than that, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I don't even think it's worth it for the 5-star, to be honest, because I don't have that, but I'm not spending that much time and effort for something that isn't that good at the moment.
Oh, it'll be better. It's good on Crothos, but I don't have the Shadow Dancer either. But I'm not going to 30,000 souls just to get it for a Titan that I won't use or level. I mean, at some point I'll either level it at some point or I'll fuse it away, one or the other. But I'll keep it for a while at least, which I'm starting to do more of, especially since Prestige came out, is keep more of my 4-stars and stuff. I know it's hard to believe.
Well, you need them now, so you can't just forge them at level 1 now, you know. You can't just give them as food these days, you have to keep them. And
if you're Jim, you can do what you want.
Jim talk.
Well, he certainly can do it if he wants, yeah, but that would be foolish.
Yes, I am keeping more and more of my Titans.
I suppose it's old people toxic, isn't it?
It's a senile dimension.
Is that what it is, Tox?
That's what the doctor says when I went there last week.
That explains a lot about Gary, then.
Got no brain.
I'm going to refresh these portal stones one more time. I'm going to use these portal stones, and I'm going to call it a day, I think.
Well, that's not very long, is it?
Nearly 2 hours?
Yeah, it's been nearly 2 hours.
I know, I missed the first hour. I was asleep, raging.
About an hour and a half to 2 hours is where I usually like to stream at anymore. It seems to be a good time.
Prometheus one was 5 hours, man. That was mega.
Yeah, he had a long stream going. I don't know if I could do that long of a stream, to be honest with you.
We can test it. Let's test it tomorrow, Jim, if you want. Do it 5 hours.
If I did something like that, it would probably be doing like Conquest or something. You know, settle down, make sure I have my coffee and my drink, and, you know, order a pizza or something, get it delivered.
Yeah. There was a lot on it, tour during, or Prometheus tour during that lunch or dinner or whatever it is.
You know, make sure Gary and Tox is both on my Discord so I could talk to them.
No problem.
That's just a long... Well, hell, the first Conquest, what did he do, like 8 hours?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did a long Conquest stream. Without question. And is everybody thinking on the next...
It's Monday, isn't it?
On the next blog that they're going to have something about the update coming out?
No.
I
so nice.
Yeah, I'm hoping they
They
do.
should. Well, they said September, but they didn't say exactly when, did they? They
No.
didn't give a date or anything.
No, they didn't give a definite answer or say when exactly they was going to do it, but I'm hoping they do.
But you got to remember, they're not working when. So I don't think it'll be a decent blog on Tuesday. When, to be fair.
Yeah, because bank holiday there over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why the event's longer. I didn't even think about it, or I didn't even know about it until Tuck said something with that bank holiday. That's why this event is longer.
Yeah.
Which is all good. They haven't went back to their offices anyway.
No, they haven't.
No, that's it. I haven't been inside all of it. That's why.
Well, to be honest, I say that. I don't know if they went back to their offices or not. That's just what the blog post says, kind of.
I had this discussion before. If although people have gone back to work, those who can work from home were advised to do so if they can.
Yeah, but that is changing because they want people back. They want people back in the town centres now because of the.
But that's how it has been. But that's how it has been. A lot of people are told to, advised if you can work from home, then do so.
Yeah.
Yes, Conquest will be shorter, Extinction. This event's one day longer and Conquest is going to be shorter.
Probably won't be.
It will be the 3 days it usually is. It'll be Tuesday to Thursday, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be shorter by a day.
Tuesday afternoon to Thursday afternoon. 2 days here.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, I just had a super painful meeting about roofs.
About roofs?
I think every meeting about roofs has to be painful, doesn't it?
Oh my god, yeah. And my favorite is when these guys who are super well versed with roofs are talking to like salesmen who manage the project, and it's like one guy started snoring in the meeting, fell asleep. I'm like, bro.
Like the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, even the veterans are like, we don't know what you're saying, but we're just gonna look at you and nod our head. Like, is it lunchtime yet? And the whole time I'm thinking, like, damn it, I'm doing this instead of a BMT stream. My life sucks.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're out now, and that's all good.
Yeah. I mean, it's 100 degrees, so it's not like we're going to go to work today. I mean, I'm not doing anything until tonight, early tomorrow morning.
Well, what do you mean it's 100 degrees, so you can't work because it's hot?
Not good of shape anymore, baby. I don't want to.
Damn. When I was younger, I used to go out and I did roofing.
Oh, the actual, like, tearing shingles off, and oh, wow.
Yeah, I used to do tear off in the new installations, and that was some tough work.
Did they make you guys wear ropes back in the day?
Nah. We had tennis shoes and 2x4s nailed down.
Wow. Oh, man.
Ladders were scaffolding with wooden planks on it. We didn't do any of that stuff.
We still don't over here, Jim. We do it the old way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the hardest job that I ever had, though, that was a hard job, there's no question, especially in the summertime in the heat and you're up on a fucking roof. The hardest job I ever had, though, is what I just got back from the Air Force. I just moved to Columbus, and a buddy of mine got me on at a general contracting construction site. They rough framed houses and stuff. I was a bricklayer's apprentice. So I had, well, actually I wasn't even his apprentice, because I wasn't learning the craft. I was his basically bitch boy. Yeah. I used to have to go an hour before he got there, mix the cement, set them up, and then, you ever carry tons of bricks, 10 at a time?
Did you have the old hod tool, the square with it all cut off?
Okay, what?
You get it's a tool. It's a half a square block, and then you fill it up with bricks.
It's a triangle on this. You fill up with bricks.
Oh, no. They had these metal tongs where it grabbed 10 bricks at a time, and when you pulled up on it, it grabbed all 10 bricks. So
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen that.
I forget what they're called, but I used to have to carry one of those in each hand and supply him with bricks. And it just wasn't on the first floor. If he was building a chimney, the chimney's going all the way to the top. So I used to have to go to the second floor with those bricks. I used to have to go to the third floor with those bricks.
Hodding is a hard job.
Yeah, that was the hardest job I ever had.
How many roofs you fall off?
Oh, I didn't fall off any roofs, actually.
Oh, okay.
You'd just bounce anyway if you fell off.
and if I fell on my head, I'd be okay anyway, so it's all good.
Did you throw anyone off of it?
No, that was back in my younger, I was more tolerant days of people. Because it is true, as you get older, the less tolerant you get of stupid.
Yeah.
Because I don't tolerate it at all anymore. Play stupid games, get fucking stupid results.
Yeah, I find a way to change the topic anytime something is getting out of control. Because I was a Mormon missionary from 19 to 22 in Taiwan. You know, convincing the natives that you could talk to Jesus and everything like that. And that was fun. That was pretty easy. But I don't know, man. Like talking politics these days, it's just like I'm not doing it.
Well, it's unfortunate too, because even I don't talk politics or religion on this channel, but anybody that I've ever talked politics with or want to talk politics with, I'll talk to you about anything, but you don't have to get mad. You don't have to start yelling. You don't have to scream.
Oh, yeah.
Talk. Just have a conversation. I've had many conversations politically with talks or my brother or other people. But wow, some people just are...
Is it rough?
Wow.
Rough over there. Right.
Oh, yeah. Gary, it's bad.
Because I respect your opinion, but wow, respect mine too.
I respect your opinion. Now fuck off.
Yeah, that's basically what they say. It's bad over here with politics anymore.
It's been like that for at least 5 years. No fun.
Will he win? Who do you think is going to win?
We won't go into that.
Yeah, Gary, seriously, man, you do not want to talk politics in America. Like, I follow politics here, but I don't really go, because it affects me more, obviously, but I don't really follow it worldwide anymore.
Because I know who I want to win, but it might be different from somebody else, which is fine. But again, you can't even have discussions anymore.
No.
Can't have an opinion.
Well, you can have an opinion, but they want that opinion to be what their opinion is.
Right. Yeah. They're selling you on it. They're not having a discussion.
And if you don't agree with them, they want to yell you down or scream.
Then you're a moron, right?
Or a gizzo. Well, you're a racist xenophobe then.
Hey Gizzo, how you doing?
Actually, speaking of that, I just sent my my thing in to get my absentee ballot. So I should.
For a while they were talking about doing the drive-through voting, but I guess they're in now, huh?
I don't know, but I got on my our website that we have to go to, and you print out a form and you request an absentee ballot. Because I don't even know. I mean, I could actually take it off for the election, which I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about taking election day off and the day after, and just sitting in front of my TV with a big tub of popcorn and a glass of orange crush and just start laughing.
Well, dude, it should be a national holiday. Speaking of that, people shouldn't have to take days off, but glad you're doing that.
Yeah, because they got to give you time off to vote.
Well, yeah.
But, if I'm overnighting someplace and in a hotel in Virginia or Kentucky or Texas or something, obviously I'm not getting to vote.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
So for me, it's easier with an absentee ballot.
I don't know about that.
Gary, it's all good because I'll talk to anybody about anything. It's just there's certain things that you really shouldn't talk about, especially in this, climate that we have going on.
I'm going to 29, Gary. If I end up getting a third shadow dancer from grinding afterwards, so be it. But I think I was talking with Prometheo and Cheryl last night about builds for this guy, and Delon was using offensive relics on his little showcase yesterday. I really think that if you do toe-tech defensive relics, that he wouldn't be bad because I can max fire and physical out, and I can get lightning up to 76. So, I mean, I don't really have, there's not really any earth or ice resist for Krothos that I can find, but you can get pretty high off like 3. You can max out 2 elements and get really high off a 3rd, and you can swap out 1 relic to push lightning over, with a frost shield.
Yeah.
So I think that I think it'll be interesting. I think this guy is kind of cool.
Lightning and poison are not a problem because you've got the Spartan Helm. So there are good options.
Yeah,
love that Spartan Helm. Spartan Helm's awesome.
Yeah, right. And Spartan Helm is what got me to 76 on the poison. I can't figure out how to max out poison without a shield, but we'll see.
Well, yeah, you get a frost shield and the Spartan Helm and then the Chilling Vial. So that's 3 relics to get max resistance to either of those elements. And then you had some great suggestions of other 40% resistance relics that have come out. I think there was one that was with Chernobog and then the Totek relic, but I don't know those. So, yeah, the Harp is there, and then the Total Eclipse also you pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lord of the Fly, welcome. Yeah, I don't know, but the notifications didn't go out. I don't know why YouTube is censoring me. They don't like me.
Well, every time I've said that, I've looked at my. It's one thing to subscribe. When you click the little bell, you got to scroll all the way up, so it instantly notifies you every time you go on. If that helps.
Yeah, but nobody got Talks didn't get a notification. Extinction, nobody got a notification, so it was across the board.
Oh, I did. Did you get one, Pro? I got one.
You got one?
Yeah, it came through.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe it was just late for people.
Mm-hmm.
No, when Vintage done the one the other night, I always get notifications from him, but I didn't get one the other night, so when he done the live stream, the giveaway one.
Did you miss anything? Well, I was showing pictures earlier of my vacation that I had. I went to the Bahamas, and I was in a banana hammock. You missed it, though. All the girls went nuts, but you missed
terrifying.
It. You're right.
And the $200 giveaway, everybody's missed that one.
Yeah, it was like he had a pool float strapped to the front of his body.
Looked like I had a squirrel stuffed in my fucking thong.
Speedo in your speedo.
Is that the way you like to do it, BMT?
It's a squirrel,
So you
baby.
get your jollies?
That's right.
Squirrel.
We're going back to the 1970s.
That's how they used to do it in the 70s. They didn't have Dawn of Titan, so they had to figure out some way to get their jollies.
Exactly. Hey, Chef, what's up?
Not at all frightening.
Oh, no, that's
Who
very...
needs free love when you have mobile games?
Again, the women all love the pictures, but, you know, the guys not so much.
I don't know how we did it.
We didn't want to know how we did it. Yeah, Lord, you just knows everything, but I'll take the pictures and I'll send it to you in DM. How's that?
I want a big poster for the bedroom ceiling, please. Hang and fire. Jim, I got up as far as your chin.
For people who are working on Krothos and trying to figure out a way to make him work for grinding, what I'm doing right now, I've got him up to level 21, and I'm using, I think I've got 9 Grenadiers and 5 Imperials, and the Horn of Infernus, and that's working pretty well for me because the Grenadiers really give you a big punch right at the start of the fight, and then wherever your Imperials are still getting in contact with something, you can freeze out whatever they're hitting so that they don't take any damage.
Ooh, very clever.
Yeah,
and
then you can use some freezes to immobilize any Grenadiers that are going to shoot at you. So, yeah, Horn of Infernus by itself turns Grenadiers into a powerhouse.
Yeah.
It's not a very popular event, though, is it? So not everyone's going to have one. I suppose the regular players will all have one, but I don't know how excited people will be to get it up straight away. I'm sure there's plenty of other projects they have to do before he gets addressed.
And I don't know if any of you guys knew, but did you know that Chef has a life spark?
Really?
Did you know he has Axes of War?
And, he has Axes of War. I never knew that. Wow.
And together.
Yeah.
Axes of War.
Be more famous than me, surely.
Never. I was listening to that on my drive home. That's a hell of a pull. He pulled that Axes of War.
Oh, Chef is sharing new information. It says my junk looks like a baby carrot a squirrel would try to eat if I put it in my thong. I assume he was saying junk. Could be joint. I don't know.
You never know with him. He could be high as a fucking kite right now.
There's a chef. Right, yeah. No laugh.
Do you know he has Life Spark? Who has Life Spark?
Lord of the Flies joking about Chef.
Yeah.
Hey, Extinction, did you get your life spark?
No, he didn't get it. He came up a little short. Apparently, he came up short like Chef comes up short. I think he said once Conquest is done, he'll have the DGs for it. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he's got to be done with the event already, right?
I think he did mention before that it would be Tuesday that he'd have it.
Yeah,
on Tuesday.
yeah. He just needs some more DGs. I think that's awesome. I mean, the time and effort that he put in for that solo event, holy mackerel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. He did say he spent 200,000 gems though.
Once he gets that, I wish we could get him to like message the devs and be like, hey, just out of curiosity, am I the only one that has both Necrosa and Livespark? You know?
Legitimately.
He's gotta be. Yeah, he's gotta be the only guy.
He might be.
No, come on.
No? Really?
No.
More than one. More than one.
Now, he might be the only one who has Necrosa and Lifespark and the Golden 5-star for the Guardian.
Okay.
Extinction, do you also have Axes of War?
Yeah, I know he has Axes of War.
Yeah, and so to have all, like, both of the Titans and the perfect relics for both of them, I mean, that's got to be, like, a very small handful of players.
Wait a minute, I might have made a mistake here. I keep calling Zolon a dev, maybe Extinction's a dev.
No, he's just a high roller.
Yeah, for me, yeah, he's, oh, no, I seen that for me, yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, he's at 14,670, so he's very close.
What's up, Chef?
Hello.
Chef!
Hey, Chef.
Hello, Chef. Welcome.
What's going on? What's going on?
You know, just hanging out, grinding.
Extinction come up.
Hashtag what?
Extinction comes up long and strong.
I know. It was an envious question to ask.
Oh, great.
Oh. So is anybody going after me, or just we got Zolon tonight at 8?
I might stream a little bit. I'm actually waiting for the Q&A to drop, but I might do it before. I don't know.
Is that supposed to drop today, Chef?
Supposed to.
I doubt it. It's a little late in the day.
Late in the day at this point.
7 o'clock here, so they won't be doing it now.
Did you guys see all the mistakes with the Krothos? I saw about 12 Krothos get pulled from Temple yesterday.
What do you mean, that you could actually just get one on a pole?
Take him out of Temple. I saw 12 pre-leveled Krothos pulled from the AK altar yesterday after I finished my stream.
The new Krothos?
One person pulled it, and it was a new player in Discord with the new skills. So then I posted it in a bunch of chats, and then everyone started pulling it, and then the 12 surfaced.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's one of the good things about Reskilled Titans, is that they pop up into the altars, so that's not surprising to me.
There was a lot of 4-stars being pulled. I went for a pull, and I ended up getting that one Ice Paladin, Maratius or whatever. But
Is it normal? Is it normal they come out fully leveled like that?
If you get them from the leveled altar.
He's saying people were using epic tokens.
But it sounds like they just forgot to take him out of Temple.
I don't think it's a mistake. I don't know why people would think that's a mistake for him to be in there.
No, that's not a mistake.
Well, I think it's a mistake. Why would they have him in there when they have him in an event? That's absolutely ridiculous.
When they do opens, they just stay there.
I thought it would be.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I didn't know
that's
that.
just, you get more prestige food if you get the guy in the event, or whatever. But that's just how it should be. That the old Titan is gone, and you can't get the old skills anymore.
No, I agree. The old Titan's gone, but they shouldn't have the new one in the temple.
Why? Why not?
Because you're spending 8,000 to get a pre-leveled Titan versus you got to go to 30,000 or 25,000 souls to get it in an event. I don't think that's right.
He's just one reward along a track. It's just a Titan.
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about, a Titan.
Like, whenever we look at these kind of things, like, remember when everyone got, like, a few extra frigs? Extra frigs were given out for the frig event?
Yeah, and it didn't do anything to change the balance of the game. I mean, if someone doesn't have to do the event because they got the new Krothos, then good for them.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Is it's more of the fact that, like, I'm just happy for them, especially because he was a new player. He just started playing the game like 2 weeks ago, and he did 2 temple pulls, and one was a Nexus, and the other was Krothos.
To me, it's all about what would help players the most, and obviously getting a better Krothos is better for players. So,
and who was being 2 weeks into the game? Who advised him to do temple pulls? That's a better question.
No, but I did advise him. I did tell him. I go, hey, I wouldn't do that again. It's unbelievably rare.
He got very lucky.
3-way parlay bet.
See, the only issue is he doesn't have any relics. I told him the event would be smart to do.
Yeah, that's the other problem with that. When you don't
have all the Titans in the world, man. You don't have relics, your account
still useless.
Yeah, way back in the day when I was in NTG and SoFetch went and did the gem hacking. He he was pulling all these Titans from the altar and doing all kinds of pulls to get everything he could out of the relic altar with divine gems, because he had hacked divine gems. And he at the end of the day looked at what he had and he was like, I can't really set up all these Titans the way I want to because I don't have all the event reward relics, and they're not all in the altars.
Yeah.
The special relics, yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day. I didn't even know that was a thing.
You definitely learn something new every day in this game.
He was so funny on that. He was hammer drunk. He must have brought the phones of the toilet with him or whatever, and then listening to him. God, do you remember that, Tox?
Yeah, taking a leak on the stream.
It was
God, yeah.
It was so funny. We were wetting. I was wetting myself listening to it. Oh, it was unreal. He was hammered. And I'm just going in the toilet. Just give me a second. And he left it, off mute. And he didn't do anything. It's in a way.
Oh, he was something else, without question.
Well, he would always post in band his 12-pack of 40-ounce beers he'd pick up before he started an epic, DOT grind, and it was like, okay, that's enough beer that you're going to be wasted.
And that's what he did. He got wasted on his streams.
It was funny.
Dude, you have this Harp of the Frost?
Do I have it?
To?
No. No, I
Anyone
don't.
have it besides Chance? No?
Take that as a no, yeah.
I skipped Totec.
Is saying it as well. I just saw it in chat. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, I skipped Totec also. I don't have that relic.
Harp of the Frost is good. So another thing about it that can surprise you is that the 24% all troop armor piercing can actually pop up in builds for other troops when when I use my spreadsheet calculator thing, it will be able to identify the very specific circumstances where that 24% armor piercing is exactly what you need in order to get through the enemy piercing. And so it'll pop up and it'll be like, there's Harp of the Frost. Frost is like you're attacking with Panthers, but you just need a little more piercing, and that's the last relic that you can get in there. Maybe Panthers are a bad example because there's a lot of piercing relics for them, but yeah.
You should sell that thing for $4.99 to anybody who wants it in the community. You'd be like 100 air.
What, my spreadsheet?
Yeah, your little program.
No, anyone who wants it, just message me. I'll send it to you.
Shut up.
No, we wouldn't understand it.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. It's not you friendly at all. Oh my god.
Wouldn't have a
It's
clue.
like it's
Yeah.
like version 70 of a spreadsheet I've been working on for years. And it's all like it's a rat's nest of interdependencies, and I've sent it recently to Monty Snake, and Monty Snake is an engineer and said this is the most complex Excel I've ever seen.
Well,
But yeah, it's at the point where even I kind of stopped updating it because it's a beast. It's not that.
Are you trying to get free advertising right now?
Yeah, right. No, but I will get in and do some work on it at some point when I have the time, but I've been too busy.
new best friend, Pro. That's awesome. You're very generous.
Because he's only halfway done with the event.
Must be working.
No need to hurry. Goes through all day Monday.
Yeah, it's an extra day for this event.
He's got another, with that being said, he's got another 600 DGs left in the event if he's only halfway done.
Yeah, I saw that. D has a mask on DOT Addicts, yeah.
She bought one as well. If you go on Soldier's Discord, and you go to one of his pages, hold on, it is the
General, I think.
chat page, no.
Because I actually got a notification about it.
He bought one.
All right, guys, I'm gonna finish these portal stones out. Then I was gonna jump off half hour ago, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I guess you just start bullshitting and grinding and stuff, and yeah. If anybody, I don't know if anybody goes in. That DOT Addicts page is nice. Soldier did a good job with that.
I had a look at it. Yeah, it's very good.
Stuff does wonders for videos too. I was lucky enough for him to throw me up on the banner. Last couple days, and dude, my last video got 1,000 views, something ridiculous for my viewer count.
Oh, nice. I'll have to go in there and look at it.
That's great.
Bless you.
Well, Jim, you have a good one. I'm going to head out, and it sounds like you're going to wrap it up soon anyway.
Yeah, this is going to be my last battle here. I've been streaming for over 2 hours now, so I'm going to wrap it up, my last battle here, and I'm going to get some lunch, maybe take a nap, and then I'm going to start hitting VP.
There you go.
Did anyone else say they were streaming it? Just no, Zalon.
Zalon streaming tonight, he said at 8. He was on earlier. He jumped on during his lunch break.
Gotcha.
Yep, I'm going to probably take the afternoon off from streams in case anyone does go live. You might not see me, but then I'll make a point of being on salons. So I'll see you guys later.
All right, thanks for jumping on, Prometheo. Have a good one.
Yeah.
When are you going on, Chef?
Probably not for a little bit, maybe 30, 40 minutes, and it would just kind of be dick around and battle. I'm actually pretty torn. Before Jim logs off, someone sent me a really cool build, or Osiris, with Axes of War, but it needs to be max prestige. Getting kinds of videos of people beating really good Hachimans in a half with Osiris.
Yeah, that's real. You just can't drop the Omegas.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing that.
Too much effort.
You have enough void to actually max prestige in a sire.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. Like, I'm torn on doing it. Whether because what if Halloween comes around and we just get a baller Horde Titan?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna wait. If something doesn't come out Halloween, I'm not gonna do it. That'd be crazy. Convenient. What do you have?
That's all I ever hear now, bloody low spark.
Yeah. Yep. No problem, guys. Just take a look at the rankings here. The Cool School number 1, Beta Tool 2, Event Rest 3. No, you're up there at number 9, Chef. Unknown.
You get it, damn right.
Raiders is number 13. Fuck Nuggets is 16. I don't know who Fuck Nuggets is. I just like saying the name.
Them are Fuck Nuggets? Oh, man, what a great name.
Yeah, look at that. Fuck Nuggets. Not only Fuck Nuggets 3. So they got 2 other teams named Fuck Nuggets 1 and Fuck Nuggets 2.
They have to. That's all that makes sense.
What they need to do is get 69 teams. And then it'd be Fuck Nuggets 69.
That would be great.
Wow. Actually, Momo Squad is 18. They've been doing a lot more events lately, it seems like, because for a long time I didn't hear nothing out of Momo Squad.
Is Vintage still there? I know Vintage was resting there for a little bit.
Oh, was he? I didn't know he was. Yeah, I didn't know he was in there.
He was last week. He's with the ERU again this week.
Very nice.
How can you rest if you got low spark, eh?
That's what I'm saying.
And TG Wars 23. UW Kunz is 29. I just like saying that name. ERU Elite's
Their
33.
leader is crazy, like vintage numbers player.
That's bold.
Hammer's 41.
Hey, does anyone know about this alliance at number 35? Is that Ruthless Mari? Is that a Ruthless Soul Mari merge? Ruth S. Wari.
A 35?
36.
Well, they got some different characters in there too.
It almost looks like Ruthless, Suicide Squad, and War, and Soul Mari.
Yeah, no, I've never seen them before.
Yeah, I saw them last week too.
I've never seen that Titan Archie before either.
A lot of new peeps. Maybe I'll go live in like 30 minutes.
Yep. Thank you, chat, for everybody joining me. Appreciate you coming on, and everybody in Discord, obviously, I do appreciate you jumping on with me. Talks, who've been here since the beginning. Chef, Gary, Chance, Promethea was on earlier. I do appreciate you guys jumping on and giving me support.
BMT, before you log off, how'd you get your logo in the bottom right-hand corner?
What logo? I don't even see it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Back screen.
In your video?
That's the one we put. That's the one we put on YouTube, Jim. There's a small one in the bottom right.
Oh, it's on there?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, I can't even see it on my screen.
No,
Because I want to say it's probably on your Streamlabs deck. That's why.
it's on the YouTube settings.
Yeah, we actually, me and Tox was messing around and I put a logo in my Streamlabs, and there's a logo that you could do in your YouTube settings also. And I didn't think it was showing up.
Padawan has become the Jedi. I am obsolete now. I taught Jim and Tox how to set up Streamlabs. Now they're putting icons and stuff in their videos.
Actually, Tox found that, and we worked to get those pictures because they could only be a certain size and a certain pixels.
We'll show you after the stream, Chef.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm just happy that it's showing up and you guys can see it. Is it that real small one? Yeah.
Must be really small because all I can see is a black screen.
Yeah. There's actually one in Streamlabs that I tried to get to work that it won't show up for some reason. I don't know why.
That Streamlabs seems to be more hassle than it's worth.
I'm just happy I got the sound. And actually, Chef, the way I got the sound fixed is I just stopped using the one Discord channel, the general, and I'm using the BMT one, and the sound seems fine now.
I mean, I heard it. I heard it for a little bit when I first typed about my jump in chat.
Well,
Your robot voice thing?
Right.
It was significantly shorter.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to jump off here. Extinction, thank you, bud.
Yeah.
Churro, have a good one. Everybody, have a good evening.